here at the 50th Annual Tuckahoe Steam and Gas Association Show here on the eastern shore of Maryland. And at this show, Mike Knob of Pennsylvania, steam is a big deal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What is it about steam that you really appreciate?
Well, once you get into it, there's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
Steam is king. There's no power like it in the world. What a steam engine will do is nothing like what a gas tractor will do.
How so? Explain that a little bit.
More torque, just more power for the simplicity of it. You know, on a sawmill, nothing beats a steam engine. That's what we play with around here a lot, sawmills.
So you come quite a distance to get to this show. Tell us a little bit about the effort and some of the things you haul down here.
Well, we usually bring 6 or 8 engines, 120 or so miles from Pennsylvania. This year we brought 7 engines, 2 cranes, 2 dozers, a couple tractors, some trucks, and assorted other stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to fit all that on one trailer, isn't it?
Made 8 trips this year, just because that's what these guys down here wanted us to bring.
You've been coming to Tuckahoe for a while.
25 years. We're one of the first places that took my wife before we were married.
Yeah, why? What did she think when you brought her back in the day?
You wouldn't believe it, but she got my phone number by buying a raffle ticket to our steam show's raffle so she could call me to get a date. She was the one that wanted to come.
Yeah, and she likes it as much as you.
She's here right now. Yep, she likes to go play too, and both the kids. One of them runs a steam engine, one of them runs tractors.
So what keeps you coming back to Tuckahoe?
It's fun. It's vacation. Some people go sit in the beach, we go and work.
So messing around with steam engines, what is that like?
Hot, tiring, but still fun. It's the people. It's everybody works together. We were getting my engine done for a show to go to Wasion about, the first year was 12 years ago. And I called a friend of mine the week before, said it's not going, the differential's messed up. He said, I'll be there in the morning. That's how it was. It's just the people.
Yeah, people helping people, right?
Wouldn't be for the people, it wouldn't be worth going.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. A group of us, we travel to 6 or 8 shows together.
So tell us a little bit about this engine that's sitting right here behind us.
This is my 25 horse Farquhar. I have 2 of them, 15 and 25. We've had it 10 years. The boiler was shot, put a new boiler in it. One of those things, a friend of mine from college found it for me, called and told me, and after a while we made a deal, and we collect Farquhars because that's where we live. I just this year managed to get the Farquhar gas tractor at Almond sale. It's something I always wanted, and I finally wound up with it.
So they built these in York, Pennsylvania, not far from where you're from.
Correct. They were in York, Pennsylvania. There's not a lot of them left, I was told, because Farquhar in those years' big deal was export. They could put them on a train, ship them to Baltimore, and they went in a boat to South America. The records they have indicate better than 50% of their product went down there. So there's just fewer left around. That's what I was told because of that.
And this 1912 model, what kind of shape was it in when you got a hold of it?
Well, like I said, the boiler was shot. It had a bunch of repairs in the past. We did a bunch more, and as you run them, you always find more problems. But, crankshaft, we made a crankshaft for it and different things, and it's pretty good now.
Now, this morning we watched you kind of get things ready, get this engine fired up and ready to do some work today. Tell us a little bit about that process of starting and getting fire going in an engine like this.
Well, we got to light the fire on wood, get the wood going good, start throwing coal in, get a good fire, and after a while you have boiling water and you can move.
What do you think it would have been like to work with an engine like this where you had to make your living with a machine like this?
You retired at the end of the day. There's no 2 ways about it. It's just like everything else. It's what you're used to. The guy that works at the factory all day goes and drives truck. He can't deal with it either. It's all what you're used to. But you can do it. You can do it. There's still guys at home that'll run an engine all day, filling silo or something.
Coming to Tuckahoe, what are some of the things people can see with these engines? What will they be doing?
Well, we'll be running sawmill. They'll be threshing with them. We'll have some on the fan and the dyno. There's a teeter-totter over there. A couple of them will get on that. I mean, we try and not let them sit around a whole lot. We like to keep moving. It's just no fun to sit in the chair and watch everybody else walk by.
And when you're driving it, when you're behind the wheel and you're moving it around the grounds, what's the feeling of driving an engine of this size?
You just got to watch you don't run over anybody's toes. People don't often pay attention. You just got to make sure that they get out of the way. It's hard to see sometimes. Everything's different. Everything's different.
Noisy up there?
Not really. Not if the gears are good. It's not real noisy. Some of them make more noise than others. Steel wheels do make a lot more noise than the stones. That they do.
And you're not exactly going to turn on a dime, are you?
No. I think that one turns on about 100-foot radius. It's pretty long.
Yeah, you need some space to be able to turn around. Tell us a little bit about how this version of the Farquhar is outfitted. I see you've got duals on the back end.
The duals were my doing. It's pretty sizable engine. We get better than 100 horse on the dyno, and it just looked a little weak. And I was here at the show one of the first years, and some guy come up to me and said he had part of a Farquhar for sale. And it happened to be a 20 horse, which had the same back wheels. And I was thinking about making extension rims, and one guy said, well, why would you cut the wheels? If you ever find more parts, you'll probably put another one together. So he's put the whole wheel on. So it's kind of a trademark of that around here. A lot of people look for that one.
Yeah. So extension rims back in the day, 1912, do you think they would have done that sometimes?
Farquhar did not list them in their books at all. There was not an option for extension rim, but other companies did, and you could always get a blacksmith shop to make whatever you wanted.
You've got your whole family involved down here. Tell us a little bit about how much your whole family really has gotten into this.
Well, like I said, my son we have 2 steam engines. He runs the other one. And my daughter, she can run the engines, but she much prefers the gas tractors. She likes to run around with them, and my wife's always here doing something. Whether she's being, helping with the engines or working in the sub shop or whatever. Yeah. But it's a family thing. We all like to go.
Why is it so important, do you think, to preserve this kind of history?
I don't know. I always liked history. I grew up with, the first truck I drove was a 1927 white, and I was like 8 years old in the parade. It's just something I've always been in. It's just me. I can't get by without it.
And what's your favorite thing about your steam engines?
They're different. It's not a frick. It's not a case. It's different. Everybody likes to see different. That's what I like about it. They're a good stout engine, and they make a good sound, and everybody likes it. Every time we go to a different show, they're like, I've never seen one of them, but that's a nice engine. So that's what I like.
Mike Knob of Wrightsville, Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming to the show.
Well, thanks a lot for being here. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. From Pennsylvania, he's got a bevy of beautiful steam engines here at the show in Tuckahoe. Hey, thanks a lot for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If you like steamy tractor stories, be sure to check out these other pre-30 tractor features. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll keep more Classic Tractor Fever stories headed your way.